Hello, welcome to Steinhauer. My name is Mrs. Dowis. Some of you will have me for homeroom this year, but all of you will have me for language arts and social studies. I just wanted to say hi and give you some information that you'll need to know to start our school year together. The first thing is that I sent an email to your grown-ups using the email that's attached to them in Genesis. So they should have received that, and that has information as well, along with some of the things I'm about to go over on it. So make sure they check that out if they haven't received that email yet. This year, we're going to be using Remind. It's something that I love to use. It's a free, easy app that I can contact your grown-ups with. Information about this was also sent in my welcome email to parents' guardians. Parents' guardians should use the link for the correct homeroom that was in my email. They can also sign up using the directions on the flyer in the packet that I sent home. Be sure to sign up for the correct homeroom, Dowis, or Williman. So the email that I sent looks like this, and there's a remind section. So you'll see that there's a link for Dowis homeroom to join and a link for Williman homeroom to join. So you only should be in one of these reminds. So if you're in Dowis homeroom, you would only join the Dowis homeroom join link. If you're in Williman homeroom, you would only join the Williman homeroom join link. Mrs. Williman and I can see both of these reminds, so don't worry about not receiving information from both of your teachers. We can see both classes. The next thing is Google Classroom. We will be using Google Classroom this year for homeroom if you're in my homeroom, and then for language arts and social studies. This year, Genesis has connected with Google Classroom, so you don't have to join. You're already in there. You're on my class rosters already in Google Classroom. So all you have to do is go to your Google Classroom homepage, and you'll see all of our classes there for you, ready to go. And there's actually an assignment sitting there for you as well, our very first assignment together, which I will tell you about in 1 second. So I just wanted to show you, when you go to the Google Classroom homepage using your school Google account, you'll see, if you're in my homeroom, there's a homeroom page, and then my language arts classes as well. So language arts with my homeroom is periods 3 and 4. So if you're in my homeroom, you'll see that class. If you're in my homeroom, there's a social studies one. So there are 3 Google Classrooms if you're in my homeroom. And then if you're in Miss Williman's homeroom, you'll see a social studies period 8 class sitting there that you're already in, and a language arts ELA period 6 and 7 class that's already there for you. Now, if you don't know how to sign in using your Google account, or if you forget your username and password, if your grown-ups log into Genesis, there's a tab that says user field. Once they click on that, you'll have access to your email and password for school. So this is a quick way in Genesis to just find your username and password and be able to log into Google Classroom and anything else, your email for school. So on Google Classroom, we have our very first assignment. It's called Teach Us Your Name. Once you're in Google Classroom, you'll see it. I've added it to all of our Google Classrooms in case you're in any of them, and it's called Teach Us Your Name. I want to know everything about your name, how to say it, any nicknames that you have, and anything else that you would like me to know about it. This is a Padlet assignment. I've included a flyer on how to make a Padlet video in the packet that I sent home. So if you go to Google Classroom, and if I go to my language arts periods 3 and 4, go to classwork, and you'll see it's under this week. There are other resources already sitting there for us too that you can use this year as well. But the assignment is Teach Us Your Name Padlet under this, the first week of school, September 2nd to the 6th. You're just going to be signing in with your Google account. So if you click on the assignment link, it'll open the Padlet, and then you'll see directions sitting there. It's asking you to watch the video of the author reading the book to you first, Teach Us Your Name by Huda Essa, and listen to the story. You can watch my model of how to make a video and how to teach us about your name. And then for you to create your own video, all you have to do is click this plus sign at the bottom right-hand corner, and a box will pop up. You have to actually double click it, and a box will pop up. You can give us the subject, so maybe your name is the subject, so Mrs. Dowis, and then you can type about your name, and tell us about it there. And or you can add a video. So if you click the +12, the attachments will pop up, and then the video recorder's in the middle. So you hit video recorder and record your video telling us all about your name. How do you say it? What are your nicknames? Where did you get your name from? What does it mean? So just anything about your name so that we can know how to say it, and just about you before school gets started. You would record that and then hit submit, and it will pop up here. If you'd rather just write about your name and you don't want to record a video, you could just type about it here. It is really nice to see your faces and put a face to your name, though, if you're able to or if you want to. And then once you hit publish, it will pop up here and be next to mine. So then we'll be able to see all of ours and learn about each other before school gets started. If you're able to do this before school gets started, we would really appreciate that so that we can match your face to your name and know how to say your name. Your name is really important. It's important for people to know how to say it. And that would be really nice to know it before school gets started. If you're not able to because you don't have a device, don't worry about that. You can do it when we get to school the first week. But it is really nice to see them before school gets started. So we would really appreciate it if you're able to do that. And that is it. So your grown-up should have received that email, like I said, with all of this information in there. And you should be receiving a packet in the mail very shortly from me with flyers and that Padlet, how to create a Padlet video direction sheet in there as well. I can't wait to see you very, very soon in September. Have a great rest of your summer.